Hi YouTube and welcome back to my Dragon Age Let's Play, and we have closed, or at least attempted to close, that darn breach, and about to get into another cutscene, so I'll shut up now.
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Don't worry about it.
I beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
Then the danger is over.
The breach is still in the sky, but that's what they say. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
At once indeed. Alright, so I have some of the DLC downloads and some of the other extra content, so I went ahead and you notice here that I'm upgrading my my weapons and armor and stuff. I get this fancy schmancy armor of the dragon and a new fancy staff to go with it, so that she looks all decked out and everything. Kind of like this armor. It's kind of cool looking. It'll be interesting to see how some of the other light armor for mages looks when she gets a higher level. I kind of liked some of the stuff I got to create for my warrior for my last playthrough. Yes, there's a little note there that we're reading. So apparently this is all the notes that they took on Elana's condition while she was unconscious. Oh, and more loot. Yay! Alright, a little bit of elf fruit, that's always good. Now we get to run over to the Chantry while there's like all these people are like lined up, like, okay, we're expecting her.
That's the Herald of Andraste.
Yep, they're calling her the Herald of Andraste, for those of you who have never played this game and have never watched any of the videos.
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
But, you know, regardless, it's kind of an interesting change
Chancellor
from, you know,
says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
well, you know, going
That
from
isn't
being in
Chancellor Roderick's
chains
decision,
and being threatened with execution to having people like bow down to you and everything. It's quite the change of things, and then things, you know, just keep getting better or worse depending on
Have you gone completely mad?
Oh yeah.
She should... Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Jerk.
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence.
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
You realize I'm an elf. A Dalish elf.
I have not forgotten. No matter what you are or what you believe, you are exactly what we needed when we needed it.
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
You know what this is, Chancellor. A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn. We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos. We aren't ready. We have no leader, no numbers. And now, no Chantry support.
But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
What is the Inquisition of old, exactly?
It preceded the Chantry. People who banded together to restore order in a world gone mad.
After, they laid down their banner and formed the Templar Order, but the Templars have lost their way. We need those who can do what must be done, united under a single banner once more.
But aren't you still part of the Chantry?
Is that what you see?
The Chantry will take time to find a new Divine. And then it will wait for her direction.
But we cannot wait. So many Grand Clerics died at the Conclave. No, we are on our own. Perhaps forever.
You're trying to start a holy war.
We are already at war. You are already involved. Its mark is upon you. As to whether the war is holy, that depends on what we discover.
What if I refuse?
You can go if you wish.
You should know that while some believe you chosen, many still think you guilty. The Inquisition can only protect you if you are with us.
We can also help you.
It will not be easy if you stay, but you cannot pretend this has not changed you.
If you're truly trying to restore order,
That is the plan.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
And so the Inquisition is born. Ah, and there's Cullen, finally. It's like, where's he hiding? Yep. And it's, I always think it's amazing. It's like, okay, well, how much time is passing here? Because they're getting these banners made and wasted and everything pretty darn quickly. People are wearing the Inquisition logos on their soldiers on their uniforms. Like that would have taken some time. So this is like weeks that are passing, or days, or definitely not hours. That's for sure. So they don't really explain that. Yes, the Inquisition has been reborn. We'll learn more about the old Inquisition with one of the DLCs later in the game. I generally will play that part just before the final end game battle. But we actually meet some people, some historians and stuff, and learn more about what the old Inquisition was about, and how the Templar Order was formed, the Secret Order is formed, etc. So there's quite a lot of lore and history and everything. But see, there's this banner. It's like that was not made by hand very quickly. That would have taken a few days, if not a couple of weeks to make, for just, you know. And so the prelude's over. The game's just starting now. Getting into the heart of it and everything. And apparently I have another level up, but I haven't bothered to actually play with that yet. I'll do that with the next episode where I add another skill.
Does it trouble you?
I just wish I knew what it was, or how I got it.
We will find out. What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist. May I present Commander Cullen, leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are. We lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Anderan Atishan.
You speak Elven?
You've just heard the entirety of it, I'm afraid.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Pleased to meet you all.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. That frightens the Chantry. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Just how am I the Herald of Andraste?
People saw what you did at the temple, how you stopped the breach from growing. They have also heard about the woman seen in the rift when we first found you. They believe that was Andraste.
Even if we tried to stop that view from spreading...
Which we have not.
The point is, everyone is talking about you.
It's quite the title, isn't it? How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure how I should feel.
The Chantry has decided that for you, it seems.
People are desperate for a sign of hope. For some, you're that sign.
And to others, a symbol of everything that's gone wrong.
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet, they may bury us with them.
There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the Hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Ah, yes, the war table. This was always kind of fun, trying to figure out different things to do. There's like so little on the table now after we play a whole
We are
playthrough.
garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
I am not convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Val Royeaux.
I have to admit, I'm sorely regret. Well, no, not regretting, but I am trying to resist mightily flirting with Cullen. He is quite the looker. My headcanon for this playthrough. I mean, I know if you don't romance Dorian, which you can't if you're a girl, that he ends up with the Iron Bowl. I'm kind of ignoring that piece of canon. My head canon is that he and Cullen end up caboodling. Yes, I'm a Cullerian fan. Ah, yes. Darn mages and Templars at it still. Like, thank you, Anders. I do hope we see Anders again at some point. I mean, assuming... Well, we don't even know if he actually died or not if you kill him at the end of DA2, because his eyes never close. So there's always a question, and Justice might have been able to help prevent him from dying. Because he was supposed to die at the end of Awakenings, and he comes back, so, you know, you never know. He might be difficult to kill. Ah, yes, so we're scouting the Hinterlands, so that's the first area that you get to explore, and it's vast, extensive. I am not completing this, this area. Gonna close all the rifts and do all the main quests and things, and that's about as far as I'm gonna get.
Herald of Andraste. I've heard the stories. Everyone has. We know what you did at the breach. It's odd for a Dalish elf to care what happens to anyone else, but you'll get no backtalk here. That's a promise. Inquisition Scout Harding, at your service. Well, all of us here, will do whatever we can to help.
Harding, huh? Ever been to Kirkwall's Hightown?
I can't say I have. Why?
You'd be Harding and... No, never mind.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We should get to business. The situation's pretty dire. We came to secure horses from Redcliffe's old horsemaster. I grew up here, and people always said that Dennett's herds were the strongest and the fastest this side of the Frostbacks. But with the Mage Templar fighting getting worse, we couldn't get to Dennett. Maker only knows if he's even still alive. Mother Giselle's at the crossroads helping refugees and the wounded. Our latest reports say that the war's spread there too. Corporal Vale and our men are doing what they can to help protect the people, but they won't be able to hold out very long. You best get going. No time to lose.
Alright, that's it for this episode. Thanks for joining me. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.